In this video, I'm going to share 5 tips with you that will make you a better player, and more importantly, that anybody can immediately do, even if you're a brand new beginner. Now, they will not help improve a world-class player, and the simple reason is they're already doing all these things, and they do them automatically. But even if you're a more advanced player, maybe this video can help you to every now and then go back to the basics. These tips are not in any particular order, so I'm just going to start with one that is kind of a pet peeve of mine. And the tip simply is, run every single ball down. I don't care if it's out, I don't care if it's deep, I don't care. Run. And you're certainly not ever letting a ball bounce twice. Not even in warm-up. So many times in lessons, I see people not going for balls and not even trying when I think they really could have gotten that ball. And the simple reason why they don't get to those balls is because they have not conditioned themselves to try for every single ball. Even if you're not getting the ball, you are still, when you're trying to run those down, you're still storing information about that particular ball's height, pace, spin, width, and the depth. And just doing that over and over will help you get to balls that are similar in the future. One player that to me embodied that attitude was MEIKE SWAG. I played her in a match once. That was interesting, let's put it this way. But I also had the privilege to hit with her in practice once. And to be honest, I was so nervous that the first 5 minutes I couldn't keep the ball in the court. But guess what? MEIKE ran down every single ball. From the very first one, she didn't stop. She didn't let the coaches feed the next ball in. She didn't give me a look of disgust, whatever it was. She just simply took it as practice. And then if you see her in matches, the tenacity with which she's going for balls, it's attitude. It has nothing to do with your talent. That is just determination to run every single ball down. Tip number 2, it is simply to hit and then recover and split step. Super simple. Someone once argued with me that the player that I was working with at the time had bigger issues than having to split step every single time, because I was reminding them every single time to split step. And it's such a small thing, it didn't really matter. And I launched the full TED Talk on that guy. It's only the very first time that with the split step and the recovery, you actually prepare for the next ball. And have you ever seen Aryna Sabalenka or Carlos Alcaraz not split stepping? No, but in all seriousness, the split step to me is the very first moment where you can determine whether you're going to be balanced and efficiently moving to the next ball, having the time to actually prepare to do all the other things that you still have to do. Recovering to the ideal position and split stepping gives you the first chance to efficiently change direction and launch yourself into movement and get ready for the next ball. At a very basic level, at least, recover to behind the baseline and split step as your opponent is about to make contact, meaning that you are on top of your split step in the air, so as you're coming down, you can move either way. Another immediate game changer is to maintain a lower and wider base as you're hitting. When you first start working with that, yes, it is really hard work. Well, it always will be hard work. And it can be exhausting, but it makes it a lot easier to move quickly and efficiently, and it also allows you to use the ground as a source of power. In tennis, ground reaction force is the force that your body applies against the surface as you're moving. And that then creates an opposite and equal force, and it starts from the ground up because you had this lower positioning. Now that kinetic chain is triggered and it comes from the ground up, travels through your legs, your core, your shoulder, your arm, and then lastly into the ball, which makes you use your stronger, bigger parts of the body and take stress off of your shoulder and your arm. And you're still having a whole lot of pop on the ball. Tip number 4, I've said it in other videos, I'm saying it again. Get a warm-up in before you actually go on court. Doesn't matter whether it's a match, a lesson, or a hitting session. It marks a mental transition from whatever you were doing before to now you're on court. And since the previous 3 tips were all on the physical side, when you're properly warmed up, you can do them immediately from the very first ball you're hitting. And it also takes away this, I'm gonna let the ball bounce twice because I'm not warm yet. It reduces injuries. It absolutely increases the quality of your session. And to me, it's almost like you're saving money because you're not wasting the first 10, 15 minutes of your, most of the time, paid court time. Think about it, especially indoor court time. So for those reasons alone, do your warm-up. You can jog around the court, you can jump rope in the parking lot, you can dynamic stretches pretty much anywhere. And if you don't know exactly what to do for dynamic warm-ups, I'm actually going to link a video where I'm showing you exactly those exercises that you can do before and actually also after your tennis sessions. Tip number 5, I oftentimes defined a session or a match by one shot that didn't work that day. Because tennis is like that. You may be showing up, but one of your shots kind of sort of stayed at home. And one question that I should have asked myself a whole lot more, and that helps you shift that mindset from, oh my God, I'm terrible, this sucks, to I can still do this, is what can I do better next time I have that same shot? So instead of even mimicking in disgust what you did wrong, give yourself a super quick coaching session, because most everybody knows exactly why they missed a ball. So it could be something as simple as brush up on the ball to give it more height over the net, or let a bad toss drop instead of forcing yourself to hit it and miss the ball. This immediately gets you more into problem-solving mode. And if, for instance, if you're a newer player, you don't know why you missed that ball, at least give yourself some kind of positive little quick thing. For instance, move your feet. Yes, not very specific, but way better than, oh, I'm such an idiot. Or split step, that always works. Or just a simple, okay, deep breaths here, and I got the next one. Let me know down in the comments which one of these tips is the one that you need the most and you want to commit to working on in your next session, and also let me know how it went.